Okay, let's see. Oh, you gotta be kidding. So this is where I am. Fuck. Oh, that is not good. I missed a lot. Yes, something very strange happened. I guess the sigils caused some kind of problem, which in turn it caused something very strange. Everything went down, sort of. I mean, the only thing that went down was the game. I could hear the voices, what's going on, but I couldn't hear anything else. So where exactly is this? Is this when I...
Still the moon.
According to coaching,
oh, so this is where I am.
Excuse me, do you sell the moon
Okay, guys, so clearly I'm gonna have to redo the whole scenario until I reach a child. Fuck. So give me a few minutes, I guess. Lovely. Okay, so something strange happened again. I continued with the whole talk with the guy to go to the Ningguan or Jade Palace or whatever, and then all suddenly changed this.
If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Lele yet, has it?
I mean, the vortex is right there.
What are you doing here?
That's what I want to do. That was a very strange event. First, I was having to go back to this place, and then and then all of a sudden I was here. I guess as soon as I started the mission, the game remembered, oh yeah, that's right, you already fought child. I mean, I'll take it, I guess.
Hold on! It's the Adepti! What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Chising. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Lele? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
Yeah, it's quite something.
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Now that's scary.
It is. Oh,
So will
child.
the power of the Chising, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is not necessarily.
Oh crap.
What? But all of you were supposed to be the guardians of Lele. Can't you think of something?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chi Sing did once research the matter of the Guizhong ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong ballista with one's own hands is here. For
Oh.
what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest thoughts.
That's great and all, but you don't have
I
any hands.
suppose
How
this
did
is
you do
one
that?
blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now.
You got it.
Yep.
Oh dear. Oh, this is cool. Oh crap.
The Fatui! They're attacking the Genshin Ballista!
Well, let's clean this place up.
The 3 Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not
Alright, here we
let the
go.
Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millilith, with me!
Let's go up too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you? One wishes to witness.
Oh, over there, over there, over there. Gotcha.
Over here!
Cool it.
Alright. What's next? Alright, over there, over there.
Burn. Freeze.
You're in for a little shock.
You can't run. Well,
Ow.
Jump on up! Yeah! Yeah! Cue the spotlight!
That is Osial's divine power. I am very. Be careful not to get hit.
Ooh. I'm trying. Not easy. Crap, crap, crap. More of them.
the Fatui. Their attacks are unrelenting.
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Oh shit. Yeah, don't mess with her.
Dodge this.
The ancient god's attacking again! There are so many Fatui too! We can't look!
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
What?
This is adeptal energy! That light from your body, it's like the time in Julian Karst! Wow, it's Madame Ping's shockwave! This granny's really strong!
Oh, perfect. This is gonna help us a lot, trust me.
Yes. This is burn. Frost. This is my work. You can't run.
Over here!
Went too far.
Perfect. Who's next? Who's next? Bring it.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil! Cast your fear of injury by the wayside, and fight with all your might! I too did this during the Archon War! So this is what Ganya's like in a fight!
My
Nice.
name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Going too fast!
Oh, I love it. Come on. Where's you? Where's next? Where's next? Come on, Fatui. So, where are they?
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Try not to enjoy this too much. You're in for a little shock.
Blink! Look at me.
Retribution!
I can't believe I missed.
Cue the spotlight! Exercise caution! I fear that the god's power has reached its peak! In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
There you go. Oh shit.
Play with me.
Come on, that's it.
This isn't good.
Let's spark things up a little. You're in for a little shock.
Don't get frostbite. What's the hurry?
There you go. Perfect.
Let the magic begin! Step on up! Lipitui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
Surprise! Over here!
Yes! Oh, so sorry. Dodge this! Killjoy! We've only just seen you.
Yes. Did it. Don't mess with us. Don't mess with us, bitches.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
Go get him. Did it work? Or maybe not?
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Alright, perfect. What is he? Oh, I don't like this. Oh, that's not good. Oh shit, oh shit. Oh crap, oh crap. Oh, that's not good. Howdy.
Be careful now.
Thank you.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What is
Do
it?
you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Oh
Traveler,
shit.
lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Oh. Oh shit. We did it.
Looks like I went too far.
What the hell? What just happened? Oh, this is getting so weird. I'm getting worried about this.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade.
Oh, thank
The
God.
effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now.
You mean
It
the
is
one
a testament to
currently at the
Ningguang's
bottom of the
entire
sea?
life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations.
Very funny.
Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot yield to your wishes.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years ago. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
Dude.
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebears, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Right. That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would come of it.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millilith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
Aww. You say something.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millilith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there.
This little girl has a point.
When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and loads of things that make the harbor so pretty. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please come visit us for the next lantern ride.
Can you say no to this adorable little girl?
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Child, don't be like that.
Because we are Adepti.
That's your reason?
Okay. It must be hard being an Adeptus. Aww.
You see,
How could you crush
this
this
is
little
what
girl's heart?
Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection, but it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggling matter. Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of contracts between Liyue and its people.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, conqueror of demons.
Yes,
Off
one
he goes.
understands what the conqueror of demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition. Fair enough. Away we shall, and return whence we came.
That was nice.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not simply exploit their power once we depart? In my view, that is still a thing to be guarded against.
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well, huh?
I suppose.
Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting one thing. Child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out.
Oh yeah, but where the hell was he?
But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own. So Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and
but
speaking of
hold on.
that, don't we still need to
Crap.
get to the
Hold
bottom
on.
of that Archon's death too?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Anyway, I'm back. Damn it. You'll think that after so many years of me recording and stuff, we'll figure out that if I'm not responding right away, it's because I usually am recording. Whatever. I was right in the end.
Hyman doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adeptiless rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshan Funeral Parlor.
Yeah, I suppose we shall. But that is very suspicious, though. Now, if I remember, after we are done with this whole Lingwei, our next place we're gonna go is to oh god, I had a little bit of burp. I was saying the next place we're gonna go is to Zuma. I wonder if I'm saying correctly, because every time I see that name, the first thing that comes to mind is that anime with football.
Adventurer.
Okay, here we go. Howdy. We're looking for
Is there anything
Zhongli?
I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank.
Oh?
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House.
Yeah, I remember that.
Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui at a time like this could only mean more trouble.
Yeah, this is not good.
We had better go and make sure that everything is okay.
Alright, here we go. On to the rescue of Zhongli. Okay, here we go.
You call this
What the
cooperation between harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh,
What?
It seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hello, friend.
Zhongli and Child.
And the bitch.
You're...
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
Yes, it was.
I knew that we
What
should
a
never
mess.
have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
What are you about
now
to trust
don't
him?
say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally.
Right.
Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end.
That little tussle.
Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up to you. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on.
What?
So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here.
Why?
You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
What?
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee. For my promise is solid as stone.
I'm sorry, what?
How sanctimonious.
What? So you're the Lord of Chiao? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
You know we're talking about the
I do not
Fatui.
give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract, for it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you, and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky, and all of Lyra goes into an uproar. Talk about a disaster.
It was pretty messed up, dude.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he wanted to see, am I right?
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. It is now 3,700 years ago that I founded Liyue together with the Adepti. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form, and that the end of my time had not yet come. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my duties?
Pardon?
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer.
And
So
this
I
was the
feigned
test?
my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue. Indeed I was. The gnosis which I had kept for so many years suddenly seemed to have lost its meaning. That's right, which is why I continued to safeguard the gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under control?
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as
I
a
see.
child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
That's a horrible comparison.
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired was even more satisfactory than I could have hoped for. Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably showed the greatest amount of restraint possible. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, but in the end, they even made efforts to understand the hearts of the people. Credit is also due to Signora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew in strict confidence. This despite the eavesdropping ears of her colleague, Child. This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you for joining me on this journey, traveler. All of these things turned out as I had planned. There is only one thing that I had not anticipated, and that was the conduct of the Liyue Qixing. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when all was said and done, they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liyue.
Yeah, that was amazing.
That doesn't sound good at all.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which I longed for the most. As such, this is the best parting gift anyone could have given this god of old.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me?
Oh,
You
shut up.
practically kept me in the dark.
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance, if anything. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo Archon, Liyue would never have been able to become a dazzling diamond of a city.
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Hey, haven't you learned the Liyue saying, don't always call it as you see it?
Well, except I'm not from
Well
Liyue,
then,
so
with the
screw you.
Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapoljarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa. Come, child.
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
I really don't like you. I will get you.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could be a good trade for a Gnosis.
Yes, what exactly is that?
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
So why would you trade it?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If the deal was of no benefit, then I certainly would not be inclined to agree to it.
So
My
why
agreement
did you...
with the Cryo Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo Archon. My contract to end all contracts. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
Really? Unbelievable.